Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now it's finally spring and we have a very special treat for you today, Mzansi, because visiting us in the loft is Lindt's master chocolatier, Dimo Simatos. Now he is going to teach us the A to Zs of cupcake making, from mixing the batter to making the frosting to sharing some decorating tips. But there is more. Stay tuned because we are giving away a 1,000 Rand Lindt Excellence hamper to one of you, our lucky viewers. Now, Dimo, you've got two of my favorite things here.
Which is?
Chocolate and money. You're giving away, of course, that 1,000 Rand voucher. But before we get into that competition, let's find out how we can keep winning in the kitchen.
All right, so we're going to be making Lindt chocolate cupcakes. All right, we're going to be making the cupcake batter.
Look at this.
Exactly, and then we're going to be frosting. You guys will literally make your own batter, your own frosting, decorate, and hopefully enjoy.
Okay, South Africa, so I'm nervous. If you want to cook along with us and get all of these ingredients and how to whip up these delicious cupcakes, please head over to our Afternoon Express website to get all of these details. Now, Anele, you're about to say something.
Yeah. I'm not a big baker. I actually don't like baking, but I'm very excited about this. And you, Tooms?
Well, he had me at chocolate. I mean, chocolatier. Let's chocolate away, guys.
Okay, let's start. What are we starting with?
All right, so step one, you guys will notice you've got a little dish with broken up chocolate.
Yeah.
So we're using our Lindt Excellence 70%.
This is this one.
That's right.
Okay.
So any high cocoa content, in fact, any of the flavors can be used from the Excellence range.
Yeah.
It'll work pretty easy.
Okay.
So first step, we need to get hot milk into those little dishes.
Okay.
Is that to melt the chocolate?
Correct. So we need to melt out the chocolate.
Okay.
What's unique about this recipe is that we're adding actual chocolate to the batter.
Put it in. All right.
Okay, wait, South Africa. So I think for me, what kind of sets this recipe up in comparison to the other cupcake recipes is the fact here that we're using real, genuine, delicious chocolatey goodness. The intensity and the flavor of these chocolates are just superior above the rest.
Like, I'm smelling this right now, and it already tastes like hot cocoa. You know when you're having hot chocolate? I could literally just drink this already, but I won't because we're making a recipe.
I'm going to be naughty and start eating one of these things because it's lying in front of me.
So at the same time, give it a stir. Start stirring. You'll see initially it's kind of thickish, and then it's going to liquid out. It's going to become a runny chocolate milk almost.
Okay.
It's already smelling good.
This dark intense is delicious, you know. It is like really rich cocoa flavor. And it's got like a sweet aftertaste. I love it.
So that's going to translate into the cupcake batter. So all that intensity from our product is going to go into the batter, and you're going to have a really intense chocolatey product.
Chef, what's in this? What is in here?
Okay, so in our dry ingredients, we have flour.
Yeah.
We have sugar and baking powder, of course, and a little bit of butter.
Okay.
So I don't know if you guys have made scones before.
Yeah.
But this is on the same principle, same method. We've got to rub in the butter to the dry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so to do that, use your whisk.
Yeah.
And start pushing it into the actual... So whisk and...
okay.
Yeah, so...
Polly, I'm so glad you've got a whisk with those nails of yours, girlfriend.
That's it, just keep pushing it in.
Now, are you going to do this with your hands? I'm going to go in with my hands.
South Africa, I am bad and bougie, but I also love to put in a good hard work in the kitchen. So whether I need to roll up my sleeves and get these hands dirty, queen, I will do it. And of course, our hands here on Afternoon Express have been sanitized. Our hands are clean, and everything that we're using here has been made sure that there are no germs. So we're ready for action.
So Dimo, I just wanted to ask, because we're using the 70% cocoa, but I see we've also got 85% cocoa.
Yeah.
So
That's
we can use either one of these.
Exactly. You can start from as low as, the 47% cocoa rate, which is then, flavored with sea salt or
with
mint, orange. You pick your favorite flavor. You can actually put it into your cupcake.
Would you then need to adjust the sweetness in terms of the sugar that you add, or...?
No, not at all. As a starting point, just keep the recipe as is.
As is.
And then, yeah.
Listen to the chef.
That's why I'm making sure.
We don't want any variants.
Nope. And that is what the winner can win. Look at that prize. Can we enter, Polly? Look at that. Look at that. It's got the orange, it's got the mint, it's got the sea salt, and the honeycomb. You must taste that honeycomb. It's like light with little honeycomb pieces inside there.
Brilliant. Okay, and on that note, Anele, I kind of like what you're doing. Dimo, before we get into the next step, I just want to ask South Africa to head over to our social media platforms. Let us know what your favorite flavor is. Is it the sea salt, the honeycomb, the mint, the orange? It sounds delicious. It looks delicious, but I'm ready to get cooking again.
Okay. All right, so at this stage, your milk and chocolate should have been dissolved.
Yeah.
And your dry and butter should look like very fine sand.
It's like breadcrumb. Yeah, it's very
Exactly.
fine dark sand.
Yeah, so the whole idea is the smaller the butter particles, the lighter,
Okay.
the fluffier. The,
Okay, chef, so what do I do with this? Can I drink this?
You can taste it, it's yours.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to take the egg amount. So we've got
The
one
egg. Forgot about the egg.
All right, you're going to put it straight into your chocolate milk.
Oh, into the
Okay.
chocolate.
So this is just one egg
One
that's
egg.
been beaten.
That's right, one large egg.
So it's not going to like scramble in the chocolate mixture.
No, not at all. It's the chocolate and the milk has already dropped its temperature.
Yeah.
It's going to be warm, but
I think I can put this in the microwave and just eat it like this after.
all right. So all you need to do now is add all of the liquid into your dry.
Okay.
So pour it all in at once.
Okay, we're going to pour it in here all at once.
All at once.
Especially because normally when you're
it's like a
baking,
chocolate factory.
normally when you're baking, you're told to add the dry, then the wet, the dry, and then the wet. There's a specific reason why this is happening.
This is really a super simple recipe that we want, you know, from a 6-year-old to a 90-year-old to make. So
Okay.
it's
Are we
pretty much all in one.
Okay.
And all you're going to do now is using your whisk, you're going to bring it together into a nice, smooth
Batter.
chocolate batter. You'll see initially it's lumpy and sloppy. As you're putting a bit of algae grease into it, it's going to thicken up.
And can you overmix?
While you guys are busy,
No,
this
not
is
at all.
my favorite chocolate, Lindt chocolate. It's a mint one.
Wow, the mint intense.
I'm going to tear it open, and I'm going to have a piece of this because this is my favorite.
Okay, and Nele, whilst you are enjoying
There
the
you go.
chocolate,
Maybe give
I'm
it one
wanting
more,
to get this
one more
another
turn.
way. Yeah, so how am I doing? How am I doing, chef?
Terrible. I think we have to start again. No,
Don't do that to me.
looks
I might
good.
have a nervous
Looks good.
breakdown.
No, it looks good.
Okay.
You've pretty much got a nice thick chocolate batter.
Okay.
That's pretty much what we want. So if it's looking a little bit sloppy, just give it a bit of a whisk. It'll come together.
Brilliant.
Well, this reminds me of back home when I was a little kid. This for me was enough. It didn't even need to go into the oven.
I know.
This is perfect as
Scoop it out
is.
of the bowl.
Just eat it from the bowl.
Look how luscious it looks. It's like so rich.
There you go.
Okay, so now that our batter is put together quite well, what's the next step of making these brilliant cupcakes?
All right, so I need to give you a bit of a challenge.
No.
Another challenge.
You need to get that batter into your piping bag.
Okay.
All right, so the basic kind of rule about that is fold over about a third.
Okay.
And then,
Over your hand.
correct, have your hand underneath that fold over to give it kind of support.
But don't you put like a hole in your first, cut in a hole first?
So we're not putting a nozzle in this. We're pretty much going to put it straight in and then snip afterwards to
Oh, snip
portion.
afterwards.
South Africa, can you see how quiet I am? I'm so quiet because it's taking so much concentration, but I hope that you are cooking side by side along with us because that is the intention of today. We need South Africa to be up to Dimo's level of excellence.
As
Okay,
the brand
Dina.
says, excellence.
Excellent.
Excellent. Okay, how do I get this batter in here? This is my
All right.
worst part.
So one option would be, you know, popping this into a little mug or a jug at home.
Oh, I haven't got
Otherwise,
my mug
you
yet.
can really do it what the pros do. Just scoop it out into the, almost like feeding the piping bag.
Okay, please don't watch me because this is not one of my...
First of all, he said like the pros do, I mean.
Okay. Polly, you're doing really great.
So you'll see that the batter's quite thick and it's supported. You know, you can lift it up and scoop it
Okay.
straight in.
Oh, okay. Oh, there we go.
Here
Main
we go.
objective is getting it into the piping bag.
It doesn't have to look cute.
No.
Okay, here we
Okay, I think I'm one
go.
step ahead. I'll wait for you guys.
that's
I'll
good.
wait.
But are you already done?
I'll wait.
Please wait for us.
You've got it twisted and everything.
Yes, just did an everything.
Oh,
This is a,
I think I didn't do it too bad.
yes,
Dimi, can you
exactly,
show us how to twist it?
exactly how Nal's doing it actually.
Yeah, like
So basically hold it up and
Yeah.
give it a bit of a twist.
that.
Awesome.
So the nice thing about this is that if you don't want to bake it off immediately, you can leave it in your piping bag and come back to it. Maybe tomorrow. Snip.
Okay,
and bake.
bye.
So you can bake this from cold. You don't even need to warm it up or
I would suggest room temperature.
room temperature. Okay.
What are we going to do with this? Okay, now how do I snip this thing?
How come mine doesn't look like yours? Okay.
All right,
you
so
twist.
You twist it like that. Well done.
from past experience, if you have it in your hand and you're applying pressure and you snip, the mixture's just going to waterfall. everywhere.
Okay, we're not going to
So
do
let
that.
it sit on the table, relaxed, and well, take off about 2 centimeters of the plastic.
2 centimeters. I'm going to get a snipper for you.
So just take about 2 centimeters of that plastic off. I'm going to hold that for you.
Thank you. Aibo. Abel,
to use our scissors.
sabotage. Okay, there we go.
You got
It
it?
worked.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Now that
Okay.
we've got our piping bag open.
So now we got to deposit this equally into the gold foil.
Deposit. It sounds like a bank.
Yeah, it's kind of depositing, but you're portioning.
Yeah.
You're portioning. So remember, this batter's still going to rise. So we need to only do it halfway. Okay.
Oh,
so,
here's the recipe for us. So we've had flour, caster sugar, baking powder, butter, salt, cocoa powder. That was the dark part. And then the Swiss dark chocolate, milk, egg, and vanilla essence. Where's our vanilla essence, Chef?
So we've put it into your egg already.
Okay, cool.
So
Okay.
it's all in there.
I check up here, hoor.
Yeah, I
I
can
check up here. Okay.
All right.
So,
So
not all the way,
now-
so just about halfway.
that's perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
So keep it in the middle, squeeze it out, and portion out to.
Let me.
Stunning.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's like, so this batter, and this is also on our website, peeps, is enough for 8 cupcakes.
8 cupcakes.
8 cupcakes.
Yeah.
That's enough for me.
Kind of this sizing, medium to small.
Anela, I love the...
And nothing for Ricky, baby. He's going to get nothing. It's
Nothing.
just for me.
And just
I
like-
struggle with this.
Just like with baking,
Oh.
Chef, if we were to do the same batter, we can also like bake a cake, right? Would it apply or it is specific
Yeah,
for-
this is specifically suited for a cupcake.
Okay.
It's going to
That's
dry
good to
out
know.
otherwise if you do it in a big tin.
That's good to know because a lot of times when people bake, like myself, this is basically me, you take a recipe and you'd assume that if you can make cupcakes, you can bake everything else, which is not the case.
Well, you know, I guess you could try, but
It's safer not to
yeah,
just
it's
stick
safer
to...
just to stick to the individual portions.
And Chef, my mom used to teach me to do this. Is that necessary? For the air or something?
Look, again, you know, the batter's quite stable, so as it goes in the oven,
Yes.
even if it's pretty thick and it's made a little design, it'll level out in the oven.
Okay.
Now, Dimo, let's get those oven details for all of our viewers at home that are making these cupcakes with us so that we can deliver on that incredible competition.
Okay, so preheat the oven to 150 degrees.
150?
150.
Our standard here is 180.
Whoa,
So it's 150 for
you
how
guys
long?
are pretty hot. No, for baking cupcakes, my suggestion is always 140 to 160.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But let's meet to a middle ground of 150.
Okay.
And for how long?
We're giving on the recipe 20 minutes.
Oh.
Okay, 20 minutes and we're done.
Look, I was ready to
Okay.
put it in already. Palisa already wants to eat. Okay, before we get into all of that, as promised, peeps, we're giving away a 1,000 Rand hamper of Lindt's Excellence range of chocolates. To enter, hop over to our Facebook page and tell us which flavor of Lindt Excellence, 70% cocoa, 85% cocoa, orange mint, sea salt, you would love to try. T's and C's can be found on afternoonexpress.co.za. See you after these.
Lindt Excellence. Refined chocolate pleasure. Lindt, Master Swiss Chocolatiers.